Crocodiles and alligators are extremely dangerous. More specifically, when animals cross rivers and directly enter their territories. Most time, it is not to the animal's advantage. How much of a chance do you think a wildebeest has of escaping a croc's grasp? What about a baboon? If you're curious and want to see some exceptional footage, stick around as we count down 15 times crocodile and alligator attacks were caught on camera.
Just see the movement in the water there, where the crocodile taken down a young male, a cheetah cub.
Number 15. Crocodile versus zebra. Although the crocodiles along the Mara River are known for their enormous size, they can still bite off more than they can chew. These crocodiles went into a feeding frenzy after capturing a young zebra and began devouring it. One of the larger crocs ended up with most of the unfortunate zebra, but was unable to swallow it. I feel like that when I go to the grocery store on an empty stomach. I buy so much food and it just stays in the fridge. At least this croc had a few friends who didn't mind helping it out. This next scene has a bunch of zebras trying to get a drink of water when a crocodile suddenly jumps out of the water and snatches one of them. What is going on with this world when you can't even get a drink of water without being murdered? The zebra desperately tries to get out of the croc's grip, but it's not an easy feat to accomplish. I always wonder what is so important for any animal to have to cross a river infested with crocodiles. What's on the other side that makes these zebras want to risk their lives? Sometimes, zebras get lucky and will even have the audacity to walk all over the crocodiles just to get out of the water, like the young zebra in this clip. In this next clip, the zebra must be hurt because this crocodile is approaching and the zebra barely tries to get away. The crocodile doesn't even try hard to grab it. What's going on over there? This next sequence shows us a zebra barely getting away from a crocodile, but the zebra is cut and begins to bleed. The injury is not that bad, and hopefully it will heal. Zebras will fight with all their might when their lives are threatened, and their perseverance pays off. Just like this zebra whose nose is being bit off by a crocodile, but still manages to get away. Some are not that lucky, like this zebra being served for lunch at this crocodile spa. Number 14. Crocodile versus elephants. Elephants are not ideal candidates to take on when it's time to eat. But sometimes, you don't even get to choose your lunch, and that doesn't exclude crocodiles. They take whatever is available, even if it means risking their own lives. Watch as a mother elephant drinks from the river and has no idea the risk that lurks just underneath the surface. A 10-foot crocodile tries to clamp its jaws around the elephant's trunk. As the crocodile strikes and the mother fights back, the young elephant stands helpless. More elephants drinking when a crocodile strikes a young calf with all its family around. This calf was probably celebrating a birthday or something, and the crocodile had to go and ruin it all. I wonder if the crocodile has any idea how big elephants are and if they decide to walk all over it. They could pretty much crush it into the ground. This time, a huge elephant is inside the water when a crocodile grabs its trunk. I guess the crocodiles know the elephant's weakness and their size, because they always seem to go for the trunk. The elephant's body is way too massive for the crocodile to do any real damage. Number 13. Crocodile versus big cats. The cheetah is a small cat and moves quickly. This cheetah is drinking water, and something can happen in the bush at any time. The cheetah is grabbed by a crocodile who leaps out of the water. The cheetah does everything it can to avoid the crocodile, but it's too late. It's mind-blowing how agile these cats can be on land and how vulnerable they become when they're dragged into the water. I guess this cheetah knows how an antelope feels when it's being hunted by a big cat. Our next clip shows a leopard walking alongside a riverbank. A crocodile is in the close vicinity. The leopard takes the plunge into the water and assaults the crocodile, but the tables are turned on the leopard and it looks like it is the one being hunted. When it figures this out, it tries to scramble out of the water, but the crocodile holds onto it. The leopard is very strong and keeps pulling its weight out of the water, and eventually frees itself from the crocodile. That was a close call. Maybe the leopard should be sure about its target next time it jumps into the water without knowing for sure what's waiting for it. Number 12. Crocodile versus wildebeest. The wildebeest migration, perhaps the greatest performance on Earth, is really one of nature's most spectacular spectacles. A total of 2.5 million animals make the annual journey across Kenya and Tanzania's plains, resulting in the world-famous Mara River crossings. All the animals must now cross Kenya's Mara River to enjoy the fresh green grass on the other side. This is where all the action takes place. This is the annual all-you-can-eat buffet for crocodiles. The wildebeest just keep coming, so all the crocodiles must do is wait and eat. The wildebeest is stuck between a rock and a hard place, and this crocodile is taking advantage of it. The wildebeest is not very big, and the crocodile grabs it in its mouth and lifts it into the air, dragging it through the water so it can enjoy lunch. These wildebeest are having a drink of water and seem completely oblivious to what is lurking beneath the water. But not for long, because this crocodile rockets out of the water to snatch one. The wildebeest are bewildered because it's the first time they see a crocodile. They're wondering how in the world will they ever have another drink of water without being eaten alive. The crocodiles remind me of the old German U-boats, planning their attack with precision. When these wildebeest are crossing this river, all the crocodile must do is intercept one, which seems like an easy task, considering they're crossing in droves. In the end, it's a numbers game, and if it's not your time, you'll be lucky enough to live another day. But this wildebeest mother is separated from her calf when the crocodile flings onto her. That's the cruel law of the jungle. Number 11. Crocodile versus impala. Impala also have to drink once in a while, and they risk the same predicament as wildebeest. Just that they're much smaller and not as strong as wildebeest, so they must be extra careful. However, they do have an advantage over wildebeest, and that is speed. Many close calls when the prey is an impala, simply because of their blinding speed. The crocodiles must be super stealthy and must attack with surgical precision if they are to be successful. The impalas on an African safari drink from a river with caution, knowing how dangerous it might be. This next impala is not so lucky, and when the croc goes for the kill, it's an easy catch for the lizard. The impala has no chance of getting out of this, and it is game over. You can see how these animals are hesitant when they get close to the water, as if they sense there is danger, but they still must drink or they will dehydrate and die nonetheless. This impala is drinking with so much fear, and you see it's ready to just sprint out of the blocks, and it does when the crocodile comes charging. Finally, our last clip shows an impala drinking from a mud pit and being grabbed by a crocodile. The action takes place right next to a hippo. Annoyed, the hippo slightly moves away, and the crocodile can enjoy its meal. Number 10. Crocodile versus giraffe. Adult giraffes have few enemies because of their size and length, as well as their deadly kick that can kill any predator with just one strike. Giraffes are enormous animals. As a result, most species are unable to take on these behemoths. Juveniles, on the other hand, are prey for crocodiles. In this clip, a giraffe is being held in the water by a crocodile, but it does not look like the crocodile will be able to hold onto its meal. Finally, our last clip shows a crocodile hanging onto a giraffe's leg. The action takes place on land, and the giraffe is desperately trying to shake its leg loose. The giraffe falls to the ground but gets back up. This is a life and death situation for the giraffe. The crocodile does not let go of its prey, and it doesn't look like this crocodile is getting help anytime soon. The crocodile finally wins over its prey, and a few lions join the feast and eat the remains of the giraffe's carcass. Number 9. Crocodile versus lion. Crocodiles and lions are both apex predators, but what happens when they clash? A crocodile has a fair chance of chomping down a lion in the water. It'll be a relatively easy battle if it gets the first bite, and there are enough crocodiles present to rip it to shreds quickly. Crocodiles prefer herd animals because they can get more meat with less of a challenge. Zebra herds don't fight back very well, and a few zebras that slip and fall into the croc's mouth will feed them for much longer than a lion that will fight back and harm them. However, when there is no choice, crocodiles will not back down from any meal. These lions find this crocodile and seem to wonder what to do with it. Lions also try to steal prey from crocodiles, so it's not like they're afraid of them, but it's always more delicate doing so in the water. Watch these two male lions cross this river when a crocodile ambushes them. The lions fight back and get away scot-free. Finally, this crocodile doesn't seem to appreciate the presence of these two lions and challenges them to a fight. The lions are not interested, and they stay quietly in their corner. I guess a little arguing never hurt anyone. Number 8. Crocodiles versus monkeys. A troop of baboons can challenge even a big cat if they organize themselves, but in the water against a crocodile, I don't know how well they would fare. In our first clip, a gray langur had its arm trapped in the jaws of a mugger crocodile while drinking water. The battle lasted over an hour as the monkey fought for its life. Later, the monkey was able to free its arm from the jaws of its assailants. However, during the fight, the monkey broke its limb, which can be fatal in the wild. This is nature in its most unadulterated state. A battle for survival as well as life and death. This next clip shows a baboon fighting for its life, trying to get out of a crocodile's jaws. I must say that baboon's strength is impressive considering the crocodile's pressure is immense. The poor baboon gets away, but it looks like it has some serious injuries to deal with, and there are no hospitals in the vicinity. Finally, a baboon falls into the water and a crocodile takes advantage of the situation and wastes no time clinging onto the baboon and feasting on it in front of all the other baboons, terrified by what they're seeing. Number 7. Crocodile versus buffalo. Although a croc is unlikely to attack a prey as big as an adult buffalo, these prehistoric animals will attack just about anything in the hopes of ripping off a piece of meat, and even elephants aren't safe. Attacking an adult buffalo is a calculated risk for lions, and so it is for crocodiles as well. In our first clip, watch how this crocodile tries to attack this herd of buffalo. The buffalo are drinking, and the crocodile is waiting to make its move. It manages to grab a buffalo by the neck, but the buffalo is so strong, it manages to drag the crocodile out of the water. When the crocodile feels it could be threatened, it immediately runs back into the water and forgets about eating. In this next clip, a buffalo is attacked by a crocodile. The other buffalo run out of the water, and it's a tug of war between the two beasts. I don't understand why the buffalo just watched one of theirs being attacked without doing anything. If they all went into the water and stomped on the crocodile, they would be able to at least scare it away. It looks like the crocodile is drowning the buffalo, but the buffalo gets back up and tries to walk away. Even a friendly rhino is watching the action attentively. The crocodile seems to have abandoned the buffalo, who can't get out of the water, which means its legs are probably broken. In our last clip, this buffalo is already dead, but a couple of lions want the kill for themselves and threaten the crocodile. The crocodile backs off and lets the lions enjoy the kill. Number 6. Crocodile versus kudu. The great kudu is a massive antelope with tiny coloring and sparse vertical lines of thin, white hair. Many larger predators such as lions and spotted hyenas depend on adult kudus for food. Kudu yearlings and calves are food for a variety of medium-sized carnivores. Newborns are also a source of food for smaller predators. And sometimes, kudu cross paths with crocodiles. In this first clip, a small crocodile tries to catch a small kudu drinking water. I guess the buffalo lying in the water is much too big for this crocodile. Our next sequence has this kudu swimming with a hyena looking on, perhaps trying to warn the kudu a crocodile is about to jump it, which is exactly what happens. The kudu is ambushed and disappears underwater, and that's the end of that. Number 5. Crocodile and alligator versus humans. Crocodiles aren't really on the lookout for humans. They're obviously vicious hunters, but they're also opportunistic predators. Any moving animal is fair game. They will also go on land in search of prey. They would not discriminate if that warm-blooded animal happened to be a human. Hundreds of crocodile attacks on humans occur each year in Africa alone. Many occur in small towns and are not widely publicized. Depending on the species, anywhere from a third to half of them are fatal. However, it's one thing to be attacked by a crocodile when you're not looking for it, but it's another when you go looking for it. Like this crocodile trainer fooling around with this crocodile. How dumb does one have to be to put their head inside a crocodile's mouth? Seriously, I don't feel sorry for this idiot. What is wrong with these people? A crocodile is a lizard, and lizards do not usually show any empathy. They don't have any feelings, and they will decapitate you if they can. This next clip concerns an alligator and not a crocodile, but we had to show it to you nonetheless. Incredibly lucky to walk away from this scrap without any major injuries. What if you're on a boat admiring the scenery and a crocodile, just like this one, decides to use your boat to get into the water? I guess it's scary, but this crocodile had no intention of attacking these tourists. It was just using the boat as a place to jump into the water from. It was actually afraid of the boat and took off. Number 4. Crocodile and alligator versus wild boar. Wild boars are powerful animals that can move quickly. In the event of an attack, adult male's canines may cause severe injuries. However, when going up against a crocodile, the odds are against the wild boar. The crocodile is just too powerful, especially if the confrontation takes place in the water. In our first clip, this alligator gets out of the water and sneaks up on some baby hogs. I don't know where mama is, but this seems like a cakewalk for the alligator. In this next clip, a bunch of wild hogs are in the water and an alligator approaches. The humans are throwing food close to the alligator if they want one of the hogs to be ambushed by the alligator. A seriously deranged bunch of humans if you ask me. What had happened, happens, and the alligator attacks the hog, leaving it to no chance. I don't think wild pigs have a chance in hell against a crocodile or an alligator attack. Number 3. Crocodile and alligators versus turtle. Crocodiles and alligators have such powerful bites, allowing them to even crush tortoise shells. But in my opinion, they would only assault tortoises if they are desperate. In this first clip, this alligator has a turtle in its mouth and it's trying to figure out what to do with it. The turtle is moving its legs as if it's trying to walk away, but to no avail. The alligator is trying to eat the turtle, but drops it before taking it back in its mouth again. It finally just throws the turtle back on the ground. I guess it figured it was too much trouble prepping the meal. Our next clip shows another alligator trying to eat a turtle in a swamp. It looks like alligators don't have an easy time killing turtles. They seem slippery and hard to hang on to properly. This next clip shows a crocodile crushing a turtle. It seems this croc didn't have the same problem as those alligators had. The sound a crocodile or an alligator make when they are crushing a turtle is enough to give you goosebumps, especially when you know the turtle is mostly probably still alive as this is happening. What a cruel world. Number 2. Crocodile and alligators versus snake. The king cobra is the largest venomous snake in the world, and it usually finds itself at the top of the food chain. However, what do you think happens when it meets up with the saltwater crocodile? There are many factors to consider for this one. Will the battle take place on land or in water? The king cobra can inject a deadly neurotoxin into the crocodile, but unless it has nothing better to do, the king cobra would never try to attack a saltwater crocodile. On the other hand, the crocodile might just eat whatever is in its way. In this clip, a small king cobra goes too far into the water and is snapped easily by this crocodile. Now, a python might be more of a challenge for a crocodile, and you see in this clip the two battling it out. Once the crocodile has its grip on the python, there isn't much it can do, unless it is capable of wrapping itself around the crocodile. But at this point, I think it's too late. This footage shows crocodiles destroying pythons and savoring their meal. I don't think pythons win many of these fights. The croc's jaws are just too powerful. Maybe pythons have better luck against alligators, such as this Burmese python. The alligator is slightly smaller than the crocodile, so perhaps the python can maneuver more easily. Number 1. Crocodile versus chicken. What do you think a chicken can do against a crocodile, besides jump around and run for its life? I don't personally think it can do much. In this first clip, the chicken doesn't seem to be worried as it takes a stroll amidst 5 crocodiles. This chicken must have escaped from the nearby Douglas and has no clue these are deadly predators. Lo and behold, it doesn't take 2 seconds and the chicken is a pretzel in the mouth of one of these mighty predators. In this next clip, a human throws a chicken in this enclave with a crocodile just to watch the crocodile chase the chicken. How cruel. The chicken runs for its life, in and out of the water like it has a firecracker up its butt. The second time around though, the chicken is not fast enough and the crocodile claims its lunch. At least it had to work for it. Finally, this crocodile farm enjoys feeding live chickens to the crocodiles. The first chicken dropped into the enclosure is eaten alive in seconds. The second one manages to walk around for a few seconds, but you know it's just a matter of time before it gets grabbed and is gulped. We have seen some powerful crocodiles take out all kinds of prey. My favorite has to be the buffalo dragging the crocodile out of the water. What sheer force! Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 times wild crocodile and alligator attacks were caught on camera. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.